Good stuff. Now, something else I wanted to ask you about before I let you go. I'm sure you saw last night. It was confirmed that Conor Benn and Chris Eubank
Yeah,
Jr. will be fighting, sons of legends. Not really considered to be a likely prospect until the last few months because they're such different weights. But apparently they're meeting at a catch weight. What do you make of that fight? Are you excited?
you know what? That's a very good fight for a UK domestic fight. I think it's one of the biggest domestic fights that we're gonna have for a very, very long time. And 30 years it's been since the parents fought. So now we're having the younguns fight each other. It makes a great storyline, first of all. Um, I look, it's that catch weight. Is it what's that? 160.
They haven't confirmed it, but I think it's between 156 and 158.
So I mean, I think that favors. And then is there any hydration clause in there?
It's been reported previously that there was going to be, but it hasn't. They don't mention it in the press
Yeah,
release, so I imagine you
yeah.
wouldn't.
So I mean, it just depends on that. But look, everyone goes for the bigger man first. I mean, the bigger man is the stronger man, and he's the guy who's gonna. He's more used to being heavy and who can hit harder naturally. Stronger guy, which is Eubank. But then Ben obviously has shown a lot of power in his early fights, and he does look very big for the weight. It looks naturally like he's put the weight on quite well. Sometimes I think when you put weight on like that, um, it's very hard to lose that weight again and come back down again.
Mm.
And I just feel like with Ben being he's still young and putting that muscle on, I think it might be hard for him to get back down to weight again. He might have to then campaign at 154 because going down to 147 where he wanted to win a world title, might be very hard. Look, I think for him it's a great business fight because at the end of the day it make good money and also it's a fight. It's a fight which I think. Look, I'm gonna probably lean more towards Eubank because he's the heavier guy. But then again, I'm not saying that Ben is gonna get beaten. I think Ben has the chance as well. He's got that good boxing style. He might want to rough him up, and you never know. I mean, him having that extra bit of weight might give him that extra bit of strength as well. So I don't know, man. It's a hard fight to call, but I do lean more towards Eubank.
How close were you at any point, and it might be not at all, to fighting Conor Benn? Like, were you ever seriously approached about that fight?
Never.
Because I know they
Never.
talked
I mean, I
about
know
it.
Eddie mentioned it a couple of
Mm.
times, but never was. Never was. Um, look, no, never was. And we met. I know there was talks about it, like there were names flying around, and I think Connor said as well that yeah, I'll fight Amir, but never was a time where we were gonna fight each other.
And
But I
you
mean, I
talked
think it would have been a brilliant fight. I mean, I'm me at my peak, and Conor Benn at his peak as well would have been a brilliant fight. Yeah.
and you talked about the difficulty in coming back down, having put on such a lot of muscle mass. Did you ever struggle with that after the Canelo fight? I know you didn't go up quite as high as he'll be going up, but coming back down to 147.
Yeah, you do kind of find it a little bit hard, yeah, because your body, you're still adding a little bit of muscle on, and to burn muscle, it takes a lot of time, and it's a lot harder. So then I had to totally change my whole training camp to more cardio, so I can start burning muscle. And the whole camp then after that was to kind of burn all that muscle and then get back down to 147. And then after that, I think I've burned that much muscle that I've never been able to put it back on again. You know what I mean? So, but it is harder when you go up a weight again. You get used to a natural weight. It's like now when I was 147, imagine me going down to 140 again. Impossible. So I think that's what's going to happen with Connor. I think he's going to end up putting muscle on and strength. That it may be too hard for him to go back down to 147.